What's up, everyone? It's me. I'm back. I am still here. It's been 4 months since the last video I did, and the last yard sale video would have been like 8 months ago, I believe. So I figured it's about time to, do another one, maybe once a year or so. Let's do the little quick update on where I've been, what's been going on. I have not been on tour, obviously. No major bands have been out, so all of the corn shows that were scheduled for 2020 are now scheduled for 2021, or at least most of them got rescheduled. We'll see what happens in 2021, but I really would love to get back out to touring and to, making full paychecks again. That would be nice. If you didn't see a few months ago when I posted on my Facebook page, the Wagon Wheel Flea Market officially closed down for good, and that means, obviously, at least for me, no more setting up at flea markets, unless they open up another one close by to my house. Right now, the closest one's like 45 minutes away, and I'm just not going to do that on Sundays, and getting up that early, no. So that was a bummer. I was out there, set up, filming VGS on and off for 8 years. It is what it is. It's over. Currently now, game-wise, selling at least, I've only been doing consignment selling at the M&M Superstore in St. Pete, Florida. So if you're in the area, you come down, you can go there and let me know if you come down. I have stuff there. We can talk and chat, and you can look at my stuff. Anyway, but besides that, I set up at a couple local toy shows in my area, and they were all right, but they were toy shows, and I was basically the only vendor. I was the only vendor at the second one that was selling just video games, and at the first one there was like 2 or 3, but not a video game convention, so I wasn't expecting, mass sales or a ton of people coming and trading or whatever, but they were fun. Anyway, now that we're all caught up, let's go game hunting. A nice first find at the sale right behind me. Walked up and saw this sitting on the table. DS games, $3 each, and obviously the top one's New Super Mario Bros. Underneath it, there were a few more. Mario Hoops 3-on-3, Kirby Superstar Ultra, Mario Kart DS. I'll save that one for last. Mario and Sonic Olympic Winter Games, a Pac-Man World 3, and the best two, obviously, a Pokemon Black version and a Diamond version. There were a few other games, Drawn to Life, a Ben 10, and a couple other random crap, but those were really good, and she did $20 for the stack, so it's a good way to start the day. At that sale over there, a guy overheard me asking if they had any video games, and he said, well, I have a box of Nintendo stuff, and I live a couple blocks away, so he said meet him there in about 10 minutes, so that's where I'm going now. Well, the guy wasn't lying. He had a big box of original Nintendo stuff, a system, 35, 40 games, and some controllers. I instantly said, how much for the whole box? And he's like, I was thinking around $250, $300. I know this stuff goes for a lot. I instantly was like, oh man, this is a bummer. So I scanned through the games real quick. Didn't see anything super rare. And I knew I wasn't interested in buying the whole lot at that point. So I asked him how much for maybe just the system and a few games. And he seemed hesitant, he didn't really want to sell it, split up. But the system, he was seeming $100 was about what he had saw online, and he probably did. This last 6 months have been crazy, and maybe he did see some that were going for $100 for just the system, but I wasn't going to pay that, so I picked out a handful of games, and I said, well, would you do $5 a game? Because if the system was $100 and you had this many games in here, they would kind of equal out to a little under $5 a piece. So I picked out these 5 games, which are Balloon Fight, Snake Rattle and Roll, Snake's Revenge, that's kind of funny, Mike Tyson Punch-Out, and, falling on the floor, and Silver Surfer, and he did $5 each on those. There was a couple other games I was possibly going to pick up for $5, but it was Mario 2, but had a whole torn label, and then there was a Gyromite, but it looked like it was corroded and rusty, possibly beyond repair, so some Nintendo games at a garage sale It's been a while since I found some. I used to find Nintendo games like every week. In fact, there was like sometimes where 3 or 4 weekends in a row, I'd always come off at least a few Nintendo games from a garage sale. But they are obviously getting harder to find over the years. But I always found them more so than like Super Nintendo, N64, or GameCube. It's just this area seemed to always have a lot of NES cards. Over the past month, I've made it out every weekend to go to yard sales and pawn shops on Saturdays. The averages have been pretty low on finding anything or even finding yard sales. I think about 5 or 6 each weekend, except for last weekend. I did find around 10. And so far today, I've hit up about 10 in only the first hour and found stuff at 2. So the averages are getting a little bit better at least. At this sale that they are still setting up at 9:40 in the morning, I got 2 PS3 games that you can't see because it's too dark. Hold on. There we go. For free. When I asked the woman if she had any video games, she's like, yes, I have 2. I don't know where they came from. They are not mine. You can just have them. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks. Obviously, Aliens is not very hard to find or expensive, but Armored Core Verdict Day on PS3 goes for like $30 or $40 now online, so that was pretty cool. We haven't had an Armored Core game come out in America, at least, for quite a while. And this is also a From Software title, and they do all the Souls games and Bloodborne, so that's probably boosting the value of it as well. A lot of the older From Software games have gone up in value over the last few years. Kind of similar to a find I had last Saturday. At a garage sale, a woman was like, yeah, I have a couple games, don't know where they came from. I don't even have their PlayStation 4 games. She's like, I don't have a PlayStation 4. They were just loose discs, and it was like a Madden 18 and Call of Duty, I forgot which Call of Duty it was. Oh, World War II. But 50 cents each. I was like, sure, I'll buy them. I posted a photo of last week's finds on Facebook. Obviously, I haven't really done any videos for months, but if you are on my Facebook page or a friend or whatever, you can see some of the finds or like trades and deals that I've had in the last few months, including those wonderful loose disc PS4 games. From Cash America, I picked up a Call of Duty Modern Warfare on Xbox One, and for $10, a few 3DS games, just loose carts. Pokemon Moon, a Final Fantasy Explorers, and Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. Obviously, over the last 5-6 months, pawn shops have been the main source for me picking up much of anything. And a lot of that stuff has been picked up and more recently traded in to GameStop. GameStop really wasn't taking in any trade-ins for a long period of time. Even when they started, they were only taking in PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, just, certain newer generation things. But they did start taking in, probably about a month ago or so, some of the older stuff, 360 games, PS3 games, and they actually had a couple, trade-in boosts going on, some bonuses finally again, so I traded in, a Black Ops 2 on the 360 for, $18, $19, and Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort were trading for about $20 each, so there was some good things found at pawn shops that I was able to trade in, at least. I think I just had my score of the day over at this sale. For $15, I first bought 4 PS4 games, NASCAR Heat 2, Minecraft, Red Dead 2, and a Everybody's Golf. And then I asked if they had anything else, any handheld stuff, and they went inside and grabbed a new 3DS XL, a little bit beat up on the front, but it does work. Plugged it in with the charger. Came with a carry case and a little case of some 3DS games. Unfortunately, nothing mind-blowing in here. Sonic Boom Fire and Ice is probably the best. Let me see if we can get the glare out. There you go. What's the other ones? Real Fishing, Quest for Cool Stuff, Phineas and Ferb, a Monster Truck, Monster Jam, Wipeout 2, and a Jam Sessions, and then there's a Steel Diver in the system, but it was only $19. Literally, that's all I had left in my wallet right now, so I said, they were asking $25 originally, so they went $6 lower for $19, so I think that's the find of the day for me. At Pawn Max, I got a PS3 game and a PS4 game for $9, and it was Skate 3 and The Outer Worlds. Awesome game. All done game hunting for today, and not too bad. A few stacks of games, and the cats are already claiming them, apparently. And we got Contra there, and let's push her butt out of the way. Civic, that is her 3DS and 3DS bag now. And then, might as well just keep saying hello to everybody. We got Katie over here. Yep. No. Quiet? Just silent?
Hi.
Okay. She did not lose her voice. She can still speak. We got Moto napping up in the window. Meow. And then OTEP over here. OTEP actually wasn't doing very well a month ago. She's having some kidney issues. She's like almost 18 years old, and her kidneys are failing on her, but she's doing better. We've been giving her fluids and making her feel as good as possible in her old age. So, thank you guys for watching, and as always, I don't know when the next video will be, but I can tell you that I have gone out 3 or 4 times with the camera, garage sale and pawn shop hunting over the last few months, and just didn't find or film enough stuff to make a video out of. And today was like the first day I was like, wow, I actually got a good amount of things to show you guys. So thank you all for watching, and I'm going to end this video with a little blast from the past from out at the Wagon Wheel Flea Market doing the VGS episode. Just a little teeny clip, but if you're a longtime viewer, you'll probably recognize it and find it funny. So, love you all. Talk to you later. Katie?
Peace.
Peace.
My bad.
My bad.